Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sicilian Corner. My name is Mike Lamazzo, and behind the booth, the guy that makes it all happen, Lou Blassie. Lou, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you? I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to change the music. I know we're going to change
Yeah, that's all right. No, the carousel music is good. We're honoring the new carousel at Salisbury Beach.
Why not, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That's why we're playing it. It can disappear, though, anytime you want. Yeah. I mean, hint.
I know. It's been on a list of things, but I haven't got there.
I want to thank you very much for saving me a parking space. You knew it was going to be probably raining when we left here after the show, and he left me a prime parking space number 1, right next door.
No, wait a second.
And he did that on purpose. I know he did.
I left that for the boss.
Yeah.
You always park on the end anyway.
I do.
You don't pay attention to the parking space.
I do not.
Yeah.
No, I'm a creature of habit. I kind of wing it, which is not the right way of doing things, but you know something, it works for me. Hey, listen, thank you very much for tuning in today. We have a fantastic show for you. The Feast of the Three Saints is right around the corner, starting on September 1st, and I couldn't think of two better guys to ask to come in. First of all, sitting right here, Tont Palmisano, president of the society for the last 2 years. Tony, welcome.
Good morning, Michael. Good morning to listeners, Sicilian Corner. First off, I want to say thank you for the opportunity to talk about the upcoming feast and our preparations and our plans. And I'm very pleased to have one of my co-chairs and a former past president, Mike Morley, here today to talk about the feast and what we have in store for everyone here in the Merrimack Valley and surrounding Essex County. We have a lot going on this year. We have a lot of information. We have some posters. We have just a lot to discuss. So thanks for the opportunity. Thank you, Michael.
No problem whatsoever. The ad that we've been playing on the show for the last 5 or 6 weeks, whenever you gave it to me, is really done exceptionally well. I think it's superb, to be honest with you.
So we've been working. I've been working with Patty Ford, who is a professional voiceover person. You might know her. She works up in the Manchester market. She's been doing our ads now for maybe like the last 8 or 10 years. She does a spectacular job, and it comes out very nice. And again, thank you for the opportunity to promote the festival, the feast, with that radio spot. And I also want to thank Costa Eagle and Pat Costa for giving us time on the other channels that he has here at Costa Eagle Media, because it's very important for us to get the word out. We don't have an enormous advertising budget. It's something that we've discussed in the past, but I think we do a nice job of marketing.
This year there's quite a buzz, because this is absolutely a fantastic celebration. 100 years, guys.
Yeah.
100 years.
Yeah.
Mike, how many years you been a member of the society?
I've been a member since 1999. So what's that, 24 years?
24.
Yeah. And I came in, I believe, the year before. I came in for the 75th.
That's when I was just about right around that time. I worked.
You were just starting to sprout your wings, were you?
Starting to sprout, yeah.
And you made it up to president.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did. It's been a great trip. It's been awesome. A lot of great guys. Tony's a great friend. He's done quite a bit this year.
It's from what I gather, what's going on. There's a lot of harmony this year, and that's important.
Very important.
To be successful, you got to all row in the same direction. And Tony, to your credit, I think you're balancing that, because everybody has opinions. How many members in the society this year, Tony?
So the number now, over the last 4 or 5 months, we've brought in 12 new members.
Wow.
So I want to say we are now up to 176 members.
And
so
I believe that's probably the highest it's been, right?
I don't recall it ever being higher than that.
We were like a 168, 167, something like that.
Right. Yeah. So we have
That's
12.
incredible.
We have 12 new members, and the thing that I want to, which I'm very proud of, is that we have several of those new members are sons of fathers who are members or brothers of members, and so we have like Anthony Fioranti's son, Chris, is a member. Mike,
We should give a shout out to
Yeah,
Anthony.
who
He's
is
been going through
recovering.
an awful lot.
He's been recovering from brain surgery. He's still at Mass General, and we send him our prayers and our love and our support.
No question.
This has been a challenging year for some of our members health wise, but God bless. They're all seem to be doing well. And in Anthony Fioranti's case, he is slowly progressing. So hopefully we'll see him in the next few weeks when he's released.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would
huh?
be fantastic.
Oh
That
yeah.
would be good.
I mean, he was
Yeah.
he was really
Yeah.
bad situation. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had some-
His brother Joey almost daily was texting me.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to keep calling the house
No,
and talking
right.
to the there's nothing, when Lucille was toward the end of her life, it was a full-time job because I kept her at home. And when you finally got a chance to sit down, and everybody means well,
Yeah.
but you're repeating the same thing over and over and over and over. So I respect that with people. I think about them, but I don't want to become a pest.
Right.
And most people don't want to become a pest, but they're sincere. They want to know, but they got to put themselves on the other side of the phone.
Yeah.
And this is something you repeated 25 times today. And you're living it, plus you're reliving
It
it
can
and
get, a little,
reliving.
it can get a little tiresome. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why when this first happened, I told Joey, because I talk to him every day about that and updates to see if they need anything. I said, listen, best thing to do is put out a text chain, but don't be as specific as you want to be. Just give an update and say, hey, this is this, this is this.
A broad
That way
stroke.
everyone has it and everyone gets it, and that way they can sort of get their information and then they can move on. He's
Yeah.
all right. He'd be getting 25, 30 calls a day, and it's a little tiresome.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so the feast.
Yeah.
So when I took over as president, one of the first things I did was back in I had to believe now, back in 22, it seems like it was so much longer ago, is I said, we have the 100th coming up. Let's put together a planning committee. And the planning committee put together these ideas as to what they thought would be special. And I said, what I'm hoping is that we do something that's special, but we're not going to break the bank, because we have to be fiduciary. We have to be responsible. So
Mhm.
whatever money we raise through whatever sources, we will then use that money to offset any special activities. And one of the special activities that we seem to have agreed upon was to bring over, and we did this 25 years ago for the 75th, and we actually brought them back over 2 years later, is a band. Back then it was a band that would be a marching band, and they would perform. And so I charged.
This is an orchestra.
Yeah, this year it's an orchestra, and I'm going to get into some specific details because
Mhm.
it's a lot more than just a band. So Dominic Messina, Alfred Laspina, Peter Messina are sort of the chairs
A lot of Messinas, huh?
of that
Yeah,
committee.
yeah.
Of that committee.
Sure are.
And what they basically did is they reached out to, and the term they use is maestro. They reached out to maestros, and what I mean by maestros is that these 4 individuals have their own bands in Sicily in different towns.
Okay.
But what they decided to do, it wasn't really fair to say, okay, band from Via Grande is going to be the band that comes over. They thought that the best thing they could do is back in the fall, late fall, they literally had auditions. And the requirements that we told the band was that 2 things. One, we want you to be a marching band to process with us as they did 25 years ago, but we also want them to do a concert, which then precluded them from having certain types of instruments, right? Because I'm not a musician. I've seen enough marching bands. I don't know any marching bands that have violinists. It doesn't work. So we have what they call a wind orchestra. So the wind orchestra is coming, and we have a tenor. We have a tenor, Salvatore Bonafini, who is like the #1 tenor in Sicily.
Really?
Yeah, Google him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we said, okay, we're bringing over this orchestra. Besides playing at the feast, how can we capitalize on their exposure? So a couple things are happening, and I just want to let everyone know. And by the way, we have posters. Our website is 3saintsinc.org. If you have any questions, go to the website. All the information is there. In addition to the posters, we also put together this year.
This is a keepsake for the 100th.
This entertainment schedule of all the activities. And we can talk about that at greater detail I'll ask Mike to talk about that. And then the last thing is we're doing a commemorative program book, which we'll talk about that. But back to the orchestra. So the orchestra is coming in on August the 24th. They're going to be here for 12 days. They are going to perform at the Tuscan on Saturday night, the Tuscan Village Market. They're going to perform there Saturday night, August 26th, and they're going to perform there. It's free concert.
They're at the lake, aren't they?
They're at the lake area,
Yep.
right, where the bandstand is. And then they're going to perform on Sunday. They're going to march in the St. Anthony's Parade.
I've been getting feedback on that.
They're marching in the St. Anthony's Parade, which they're very excited about. We're excited to give them that exposure
They're on Sunday,
on Sunday, right, between like 2:30 and 5 o'clock.
the busiest day.
They'll be marching in the St. Anthony's Parade, and then they'll be performing the entire weekend for us. They'll be in with the opening parade on Friday night. They'll be performing in the Torchlight Parade. Then they're going to be doing their primary concert on Saturday night, September 2nd, at around 8:30 on the main bandstand.
Okay, so
With
it's after
with
the
tent-
Torchlight
at
Parade.
the Torchlight Parade.
Okay,
Right. And then they'll obviously on Sunday they'll be the main band along with Sal's band for the procession on Sunday.
in total, Tony, how many members?
So there's 34 musicians,
Wow.
and there's
They're
the
going to be
tenor.
tight on the bandstand.
Yeah.
They're going to get to know each other
Yeah,
very
there's
well.
34 musicians, and then there's the tenor, and then there's the again 4 of the maestros are actually coming. They're performing as well.
That's
It's gonna
fantastic.
be great. It's gonna
So
be
the
great.
planning for this started back in November.
No, the planning for this started like last fall.
Oh, last fall.
Right.
Yeah.
But the planning for this really started like March of 2022, right? When 23, over a year ago.
Right.
Yeah. So
Because somebody needed passports and whatnot.
passports.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of organization is unbelievable. And we're still not done because we have in addition to the musicians, there is
Say that quick 4 times.
in addition to the musicians, there's something like 20 other guests who are coming, and that includes some husbands and wives of some of the musicians,
Okay.
some kids of some of the musicians, the pastor from the mother church. I always call it the mother church in Tricastani.
Right, right.
Father Orazio Greco. He's coming. We can talk about what he's going to be doing. And the Archbishop of Catania, Archbishop Renna, Renna,
Yeah.
he's coming.
Wow.
And the mayor of Tricastani is coming. So we have
No kidding.
these other dignitaries, and we have these other family members and priests who are coming to help celebrate. So in addition to the 35 musicians and tenor, there's approximately another 20 members that are coming that we're going to be supporting and helping with.
You know something? That's
church.
awesome.
Yeah,
That really,
it's gonna
that
be great.
really is.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a great day.
Is Peter Messina, how is Peter involved in all of
So
this?
he's helping with coordinating, obviously, food and the dinners and the plans, because there's a lot of details. And then Dominic, like I said, Dominic and Alfred are kind of coordinating, transportation. And then something also happened, and I wanted to share this. So when the orchestra was announced through the auditions, Joe Farrow Sr. has a niece who is a violinist who was very interested in coming, but because of the way the band was configured, because of it having to be a marching band, they were not included in the 34.
Okay.
So what happened was Joe Farrow contacted us and said, look, my niece wants to come. She has a string ensemble, which is violinists or cellists. They want to come and perform.
You're kidding.
No, it's not. I'm not kidding. So he
This
called.
is the first I'm hearing
So
of
he
this.
called about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago. And I said, listen, Joe, we're
This is Joe Senior.
Joe Sr.
Okay.
We will work with you, but getting them here is something that we can't, frankly, we can't undertake
It's
anymore.
an expensive
financial.
proposition.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Joe is taking care of the ensemble, and we are working with them to include them as often as we can. So, for example, on Saturday night at the Tuscan, the opening act is going to be something called the Volcanica. It's called the Volcanica because they're Sicilian. Volcanica, right? Etna. The Volcanica String Ensemble will be performing on Saturday at 7 o'clock. And then we're going to invite them to perform at the feast. So they're on Saturday night. They will be performing at 8 o'clock at the feast as the opening act prior to the orchestra performing. So it's called
Excellent, yeah.
it's called the right here.
I
bandstand,
saw it.
the
Yeah.
Volcanica String Ensemble.
I didn't know who it was. That's
Now
why
you do.
I was
Now
just
you know.
So now I know.
That's what.
Yeah.
Why do you think we're here?
Well,
We're here
no.
to help you.
That's right.
I have to say one thing about the Farrell family.
Yeah.
I mean, they have supported our society.
Right.
I
Big-
mean,
big time.
you know, everybody here is Joe Farrell Jr. And Joe is, I don't know how he balances things, but he's very, very generous. But his father, I mean, I've known these people for a long
Yeah,
time.
I've gotten really to know Joe Senior the last couple of months and with the planning and
He's good people.
very
His
nice.
wife, Rose.
Yeah, very nice man,
sweetheart.
very nice person. And so what I said to him also, I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but I just want to be really specific on the dates on some of this. So we started a couple of years ago with family night, which really was just it was always the Thursday night. So it was an opportunity for us to kind of get together with our families before the feast started, and it was kind of light, and
Yeah.
it was hot dogs and hamburgers and very light.
With the lights on.
Exactly, it was nice. And then last year we took it up a notch.
Yeah.
Last year we made it more of a comprehensive family night. We had Father Francis did a mass at 6:00, and then at the end of the mass we had a catered dinner, which we'll have again this year. And then we did some presentations, and then we had a little light entertainment, and then we lit the street and we had a little fireworks. But this year we're taking it up even more of a notch. So here's the itinerary. So if you're a family or if you're friends of the society, you're welcome to join us. So on Thursday night, August the 31st, 6:00, we're going to have a mass. The mass is going to be the key celebrant of the mass is going to be Archbishop Renna from Catania. He's going to be doing the mass. When the mass is over, we are going to then assemble outside under the tent. We will have a catered Italian buffet from our good friend Michael Agricola from Salvatore's. We'll have a beautiful buffet dinner. When the dinner is over, we will have the string ensemble. They're going to be performing on the stage. We'll do some special presentations when they're done. And then when the conclusion of their performance, which will be about 35, 40 minutes, we will then, after this, I'm going to make some announcements. We have some presentations. After that, the orchestra is going to perform with the tenor for about, who knows, 45
So
minutes.
we got really 4 nights of feast.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that one's really for us.
Yeah.
Thursday night's for us.
I know, but look at the way it
I
blew
know.
open.
And then at the conclusion, we'll light the street, and then there's going to be a special fireworks display.
A special.
Special.
Hey, listen, I'm up against the break, guys.
Yeah,
Tony,
go ahead.
when we come back,
Yeah.
Mike, we got some questions for you.
All right.
Louis, why don't you take us out the break and let's hear from our sponsors and listen to the ad for the feast. It's fantastic. Take care.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
This is David from the Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and can never agree where to go. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with the great Italian cuisine, Capri's seaside Italian kitchen and pizzeria. Me? I love the elegant romantic vibe Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu, with prices that make it the place you want to visit each and every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of a cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? national acts, comedy, regional favorites, and the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Concert Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all of these great places, and they treat everyone like they're Mike Lamazzo. Best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once and all this fun is right at your fingertips. You can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at northshorepavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
Hi, this is Mike, and I would like to tell you about the Deborah Care Law Offices, a firm that is focused on estate planning, probate, trust administration, and elder law issues. You will feel comfortable discussing important issues concerning both you and your loved ones, as well as having the information you need to make an informed decision about your family's future. How do I know? Because I'm a client of Dan Deborah Care. If you want to have peace of mind knowing that your loved ones are protected, call Deborah Care Law Offices today. In Massachusetts, 978-686-4645. In New Hampshire, 603-894-4141.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's, honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
This Labor Day weekend, bring your entire family for the 100th annual Feast of the Three Saints in Lawrence. The best Italian food, free parking, and free entertainment. Stop by the Beer and Wine Gardens, and you'll love the entertainment. A spectacular lineup of talent throughout the weekend. Friday night, enjoy a Phantom of the Opera performance. You'll also see reggae rock artist Joe Samba perform live on stage. Saturday, Chef Marianne Esposito from the PBS series Ciao Italia will hold cooking demonstrations. And Saturday night at 8 on the bandstand, it's the Tre Santi Siciliani Orchestra with tenor Salvatore Bonafini. Come celebrate 100 years of Italian food, fun, and entertainment at this year's Feast of the Three Saints, September 1st through the 3rd in Lawrence. Follow the signs from the Marston Street exit on 495. Sponsored in part by Tuscan Brands, Market Basket, Tripoli Bakery, JG's Ice Cream and Fun Center, Catadella Funeral Home, Trident, Essex Companies, Donna's Sausage, and Jackson Lumber and Millwork. Visit threesaintsinc.org.
This is Cindy
and Mike Kunstler,
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
He is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we're back. Hey, listen, before we get back to talking feast stuff, and there's so much that we can go on, it's unbelievable. I just want to mention next Thursday, that's the 8th, I believe, August 8th, Al Letizio and his wife, Patty, are doing a car show. And I have to tell you, if you haven't been to it, it's awesome. It's in Windham, New Hampshire. If you want a GPS, it would be 55 Enterprise Drive, right in Windham. It's at the junction of 111 and 93. It's where the Searles replica is, the tower. It's right around that. There's going to be all kinds of muscle cars and antique cars. And guess what? And Ned Leone's going to love this. God bless his soul. Ned Leone used to have a saying, if it's free,
It's for me.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Free food and drinks. So it's a family night. It's going to be from 6 to 8. It's so next Thursday. Come by, and if I can make a suggestion, try AJ's Jumbo Franks. You haven't had Franks like this, let me tell you. These are very, very special. Once again, it's free. They are asking for donations, and you'll see a container, and it's to help out Helping Hands in Windham. And it's a great group, and some people really need help. They really do. So it's Windham Helping Hands. That's what the donations are, 100%. But free drinks, hot dogs, all free. All they're asking for is a donation.
What time is this again? What day and time? Next Thursday night?
Next Thursday night, you're going to be there. I said everything's free.
Well, I'm not Ned Leone, but I could. Yeah, but
It's gonna-
I live in Windham like you live in Windham, so I could go by and just
Yeah,
support the.
I'm looking
I can
forward to
support
it.
that.
We're going to be there.
Right.
Come by, say hello. Now, Mike, you have a schedule of events. You want to run through them?
But I just got a text message,
Okay.
and the text message said that it's Mike's wedding anniversary today.
Oh,
So we have to say congratulations
Happy
to you and
anniversary.
Sharon.
How many years, Mike?
51 years.
51 years.
congratulations.
50.
You're not even 51, are you?
I wish I was 51 again. But anyway, congratulations, Michael.
Thank you.
51.
Thank you so
And,
much.
and your
years.
wife, God bless her. Man, she got broad shoulders to
No,
carry you.
She's the best. Happy anniversary, honey. I love you so much.
Yeah, there you go.
Me too. Me too.
Me too.
She's quite an artist,
Yes.
boy. Let me tell you.
Nice job.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, Mike. Tell us what's going on.
Okay, well, we got a great lineup this year, and we hope you all can come down. We kick it off on 6 p.m. at City Hall. We have an opening procession where we march the street and the neighborhood. It's going to be quite the sight. We
Right.
got quite a
So
group coming.
so the first thing is I'm going to just give you a couple little things that are happening behind the scenes that people may not be aware of, but I can tell you. So first thing is we are going to have both the Sicilian Band Orchestra, March opening parade, and Sal's band. So we're going to have two bands this year.
Oh.
So in addition to Sal's band, we're going to have the Sicilian band march with us. In addition to that, this is something I've been walking. Look at that, Father Francis. I was just about. This must be like divine intervention, because I was just going to mention Father Francis from the shrine, one of the friars, has been working with me on inviting other organizations that are part of the shrine. For example, the Portuguese community,
Oh, great.
Saint Rita
great.
Sodality. So all of those.
What a
other-
hard-working group they are.
all that
Yeah.
all of those
Yeah.
other organizations that are part of previously Holy Rosary Parish, Corpus Christi Parish, now Holy Rosary Shrine, are now invited to support us and march with us. So I'm very excited about having all these other groups be part of our celebration.
It's going to be quite the opening with a lot of people to help us celebrate. It's going to be quite the sight to see. So come on down and join us and help us out.
This is on
Appreciate
Friday.
that. On
This is
Friday. Yep.
Friday, September 1st.
Yep. Then on the Tripoli stage at 7:00, we have a band called Rumboat Chili. I guess they're they're kind of local. I guess they
Yeah, the local band have
yeah.
a good following.
good
They're
following
going to be the opening act for
for
Joe Samba.
Joe Samba, who is the
Boy,
son.
he's
son-
done well.
Yeah, he's
what
done-
a great
Yep.
career. I mean, he's really rocking it now.
Yep. He's the son of one of our members, Jimmy Samataro.
And Jimmy and his wife are so proud of him. It's
Very
unbelievable.
proud of him. Yeah. So that's going to be an awesome show. So that's one not to miss. That's for sure.
Right. So one of the ideas this year is that we wanted to have a lot of entertainment. So, and
Nonstop, really.
the message I sent to the entertainment committee is let's have entertainment for everybody. Let's have entertainment that's traditional that we can have at the main bandstand. But now we're putting up a full bandstand across the street from Tripoli's in the public parking lot.
Mhm.
In addition to that, we're also going to have a beer and wine tent located there. We're going to have 2 beer and wine tents this year.
Right.
We have a beer and wine tent that's going to be located at what I call the Tripoli stage, and the beer and wine tent inside the cafe area that's adjacent to, obviously, where our bandstand is for the main bandstand.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, we're also doing vendors all the way up the street, and we have some barbecue vendors that are coming. So we have a lot of exciting stuff. But the entertainment really is, we have entertainment for people that are sort of younger demographics, and we have entertainment for some of the, I'm not saying older, but more traditional demographics. More traditional, because I'm in
That's
that.
a good way to put
But
it.
Joe Samba, who is
He's a politician, this guy.
as
Oh,
we
yeah.
said, Joe Samba, who is a recording artist who sells out, is going to be doing a show, and very excited about that.
Yeah.
And then on the other bandstand,
Okay. So now at 8:30 we have Aaron Caruso
Yay!
with Marissa.
Yay!
I don't know if I'm going to pronounce that properly.
Familetti.
Familetti. They're going to do Phantom of the Opera.
which I think is one of my favorite shows.
It's going to be incredible.
Right. So
Good.
we have 2 really main headliners on 2 different
Absolutely.
stages, which will attract completely different audiences, and hopefully everyone has a great time.
Yeah,
All right.
I-
What else we got going on Saturday, Mike?
All right, so Saturday, the feast will open at noontime. Then on the bandstand at 3 p.m. on the main bandstand, which is on Union Street, Steven Savio,
Feast
a
favorite.
feast favorite. Come down to see him. He is awesome.
I actually had him co-host the show with me.
Oh,
I had a ball with him. I love the kid.
Yeah,
I
he's
really
great.
do.
Great guy.
And what else we got?
At 3:30 over on our other stage, the Tripoli stage, Pablo Castro.
Right. I can tell you about
Yeah.
Pablo. So Pablo is from the Dominican Republic,
Okay.
and he is a well-known, very popular Dominican entertainer who is friends with Rocky Pena, who is the Spanish. He handles the Spanish music and activities for the shrine. And so, as you may or may not know, that since the shrine has taken over a year and a half ago, the Spanish community has really responded. So Rocky, this is friends with Pablo, and when they were talking about him coming, he's actually coming from the Dominican to perform at the feast, and we're anticipating a huge outpouring of support. They're promoting it, and so Pablo Castro will be performing at the Tripoli stage on Saturday.
Okay.
At 3:30, right?
Right.
And 4:30. Now you can't miss this. Marianne Esposito. She's going to do a cooking demonstration. You've got to come down for this. You've
Yeah.
got to come down.
And we'll have some books, and she'll sign them. Her
Yes.
latest
Yeah.
Right,
cookbook.
and
Yeah.
some aprons too,
And-
I think. Right?
I'm sorry.
I think she said she's bringing some aprons too.
She does.
Yeah,
she has
yeah,
aprons
right.
too.
Yeah.
So
But you talk about a sweetheart, an ambassador to our Italian traditions. This
Yeah.
woman is it. And her latest book, we'll talk more about her.
good.
All right.
What else we got, Mike?
Okay. Then at 6:00, on the bandstand on Union Street, Stefano
Marchese.
Marchese.
Okay, so Stefano is somebody that was introduced to me like earlier this year. Stefano and his band, they are all Berkeley musicians
Okay.
and teachers at the Berkeley School of Music. And
Oh,
Stefano does classic Italian music and some
I met him.
jazz.
I've met him. Nice guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's him right here.
Yeah.
That's him right there. That's
Yeah.
Stefano right there.
All right.
So he's going to be performing, and he'll be doing it prior to the Torchlight Parade.
What else we got, Mike? We got a couple of more minutes before we got to go to break.
Okay, sure. Along with that, at 6 p.m., while Stefano's on the main bandstand, Rico Bar, featuring the JJR Hans, will be at the Tripoli
And
bandstand.
with the Hans.
With
Right.
Hans.
That
Right,
show,
with
I love.
Hans.
I love
I
that.
can't wait. I
Right.
can't wait for that. 7:30, we have our
Torchlight
torchlight
Parade.
procession. Yeah,
Right. So
procession.
this year, the Torchlight Parade, again, it will be Sal Erner's band, the Sicilian band, and Steve Marincelli's band. Those would be the three bands.
So you got the
this
three
year.
bands leading
Yeah.
into the
Leading
the
into
main-
the- right.
Yep.
If you haven't seen that Touchlight Parade, you really have to. And this isn't something that they do in Sicily. This is something
This is
I
our
believe
tradition. This is our
that
tradition.
Right.
started here in Lawrence.
This is our
100 years ago.
100
Or so.
years ago.
Right.
And we all have burnt clothes to remind us of it.
Oh, yeah.
What else we got, Mike?
And then 8 p.m., we have the Volcanica.
Volcanica String
Volcanica
Ensemble.
String
That's what I talked
Ensemble,
about. That was
right.
the ensemble that's coming from Sicily.
Yep.
They're going to be performing at the conclusion of the Torchlight Parade, which is really the opening act.
That's Joe Farrow's niece.
That's Joe
Yep.
Farrow's
Joe
niece.
Farrow
Yep.
Senior.
Yes.
Yep.
And
Joe
they're,
Farrow's his niece.
they're opening for the Tresanti Sicilian Orchestra
Right.
with the tenor Salvatore Bonafani.
At 9:00, they'll be performing at 9 on the main
Excellent.
bandstand.
Yep.
And then-
Boy, oh boy, I'll
then-
tell you, there's something, you said it before, there's something for
everybody.
Everybody.
Right.
And
right.
then
That's awesome.
You jump down over to the Tripoli stage and you get Mike Gerard's big swinging thing, which is
Nice job.
good.
He plays
Yeah.
plays up at Hampton a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Drives him crazy.
So the only other thing I want to say is that this year, because of all the entertainment and all the activities, we are closing at 11:00 this year.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday is go both 11:00, 11 p.m. will be the end. Again, 2 beer tents, a lot of entertainment. It's all free.
Fantastic.
Great
food.
lineup of vendors this year that we can talk about.
We'll talk a little bit
I want
about
to talk about. I want to thank Joe Catulli and his crew, Joe Ponte, Rich Gilmette's been helping, Aaron DeGloria, Wayne has been sort of helping with that as well. Again, Wayne Peters and Mike Morley, I asked them earlier to be my co-feast chairman.
Mhm.
They both have done a phenomenal job keeping on track of stuff.
It's a lot of
The
work.
details are amazing.
Yeah.
But the best thing, and you said this earlier, Michael, the best thing is that the communication is the best I think it's ever been.
Absolutely.
And again, no disrespect to any previous
no.
administrations,
No.
but I'm
The
I'm
emails
giving
that go
people-
out.
I'm giving people the communication. I'm giving people the skills. I'm saying, listen, if you need anything, we're here to support you, but we're not micromanaging. We're really giving people the opportunities to step up, and people have stepped up. Don't you think?
Absolutely. It's working together, and that's the best thing.
Mike, let's get to Sunday, okay?
Okay.
What's going on?
All right. So Sunday, we have at 10 a.m., we have the Mass that we always have in honor of the three saints.
Okay. Now, big news there. Cardinal Sean O'Malley is the key celebrant of our Mass this year. Cardinal Sean O'Malley. And
It's coming to Lawrence.
let me tell you, I am getting emails and calls from other priests from other parishes saying
Wanna
they
know-
want to come
Yeah.
to celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
This man is so well respected in
Absolutely.
the church. I can't even begin to tell you. So we have the Archbishop of Manchester who is coming. We have two or three other priests. The head priest at St. Patrick's is coming. There's going to be like 18 or 20 priests celebrating that Mass on Sunday morning.
And that's
It's going to be
on that
unbelievable.
Mike, what, how do we finish up on Sunday? We're
Right, Sunday. Well, what we all come to is 3 p.m. Procession of the Saints. We take them out of the church. It's quite the sight to see. It's very
If that doesn't move you, nothing will.
yeah, it's very, very moving. And we take them out and we process the streets, and it's just an unbelievable sight. 4 p.m. We have at the Tripoli stage a band called the Sold Out Show
Yep,
Band.
yep.
SOULED.
Yep.
Show band.
Mhm.
4 p.m. We got Tony Pace on the bandstand, the main bandstand.
I'm actually going to MC that show.
Yeah,
Awesome.
right.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great, Mike. So good to hear that. 6:30, we have our moment of glory at the Society Building. We have the benediction and the cantata. Another moving time. Be there because it's really awesome.
It'll probably be running a little bit later this year
Probably.
because of the crowd. So between 6:30.
Yep.
But you know something? You can listen to Tony's show. Just turn around. Just walk 75 feet,
And
and
you're
you're
right
right
there.
there.
You're
You're
right
at the
there.
best
Right.
place to be.
Absolutely.
And at 8:30 we
8:30,
have
the B Street Bombers. They're a local favorite. They're an awesome band. We're
Tom-
so thrilled to have them back.
Tomaselli's group. Yeah.
Johnny Tomaselli. Yep. And then at 10:15 we have a feast raffle drawing, and we close the feast at 11.
A salute.
Salute. Good
Louis,
job, Michael. Good job.
Let's go to
Good
break, okay? We're gonna have a short piece coming back. That's-
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
This is David from the Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and can never agree where to go. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with the great Italian cuisine, Capri's Seaside Italian Kitchen and Pizzeria. Me? I love the elegant romantic vibe Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu, with prices that make it the place you want to visit each and every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of a cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites in the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Concert Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all of these great places, and they treat everyone like they are Mike Lamazzo. Best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once and all this fun is right at your fingertips. You can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at northshorepavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
Hi, this is Mike, and I would like to tell you about the Deborah Care Law Offices, a firm that is focused on estate planning, probate, trust administration, and elder law issues. You will feel comfortable discussing important issues concerning both you and your loved ones, as well as having the information you need to make an informed decision about your family's future. How do I know? Because I'm a client of Dan Deborah Care. If you want to have peace of mind knowing that your loved ones are protected, call Deborah Care Law Offices today. In Massachusetts, 978-686-4645. In New Hampshire, 603-894-4141.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
This Labor Day weekend, bring your entire family for the 100th annual Feast of the Three Saints in Lawrence. The best Italian food, free parking, and free entertainment. Stop by the Beer and Wine Gardens, and you'll love the entertainment. A spectacular lineup of talent throughout the weekend. Friday night, enjoy a Phantom of the Opera performance. You'll also see reggae rock artist Joe Samba perform live on stage. Saturday, Chef Marianne Esposito from the PBS series Ciao Italia will hold cooking demonstrations. And Saturday night at 8 on the bandstand, it's the Tre Santi Siciliani Orchestra with tenor Salvatore Bonafini. Come celebrate 100 years of Italian food, fun, and entertainment at this year's Feast of the Three Saints, September 1st through the 3rd in Lawrence. Follow the signs from the Marston Street exit on 495. Sponsored in part by Tuscan Brands, Market Basket, Tripoli Bakery, JG's Ice Cream and Fun Center, Catadella Funeral Home, Trident, Essex Companies, Donna's Sausage, and Jackson Lumber and Millwork. Visit threesaintsinc.org.
This is Cindy,
And Mike Kunstler.
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection,
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
and buttery tender lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
All right, and we are back, and this is the Feast Show. This is a Sicilian Corner Feast Show. We've been doing this every year. We've been on the air. It's going to be actually 23 years, December 4th, if you can believe it. We're going to get back. Tont Palmisano is the president of the society. Our good friend Mike Morley is our past president.
Past president
and Feast chairman, along with Wayne Peters.
Wayne Peters, our friend Wayne Peters. So I would be remiss if I didn't mention our very good friend who's now up in heaven with the saints, Bruce Arnold. We started the show. We always had the show. It was always Friday morning prior to the opening of the feast. We'd come in at around 8 o'clock. We'd come in. We would. Mr. Blasi was there, Lou was there, and we would always have the feast show.
Jimmy Carter.
Bruce was a huge fan of the Saints in the feast, and he would come with his wife. And
she's going to be there this year. Lenora's coming down.
Yeah, but it's I would be remiss if I didn't mention our good friend Bruce Arnold, who was still in my heart and still in my head as being a great supporter of the feast.
Tony, I got a text regarding.
He's still in this building.
He's still
walks the halls. No, you can feel him everywhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I got a text. People are asking about parking.
Okay, so parking's free. The best place to park in the parking lot area is behind the mill building, where that whole staging area was there during COVID. It's all free parking, and we are going to have the shuttle, right?
We'll have a shuttle take you back.
Oh, the shuttle is back.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me. I couldn't answer that question.
So if your mobility is limited, I'll just say that. If your mobility is limited and you need a ride, they will pick you up with the shuttle, and that's we have to thank Tom Connors from American Training. He gives that to us as a service, and that will drop you off right at the corner
of Essex and
Union. Of Essex Street in South Union, right where the shrine is, the church, and
right at the corner of the shrine. Right.
You're right. So that is the beginning of the footprint of the feast. So yes, thank you for asking that. So with the time that's remaining, I have a whole bunch of people I need to thank. So
time is yours, pal.
Okay. And again, if you have any questions about anything,
call Wayne Peters.
Go to our website. Go to please 3saintsinc.org. Dave Cucciaro and his daughter Samantha have done a phenomenal job of making that real time this year with information, entertainment. Any questions, please go to the website, 3saintsinc.org, or just Google 3 Saints and the website will come up. So we've gotten an amazing amount of support this year. And I think part of it is the fact that we have done a really good job of outreaching to the community. But in addition to that, it's our 100th, right? Mm-hmm. If you're not going to support a nonprofit that cares about family, faith, tradition, Italian culture, if you're not going to support that kind of an organization that's celebrating 100 years this year, you're never going to support us,
Sure.
right? I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you don't, okay.
Yeah.
So first thing I have to say, huge shout out to Mayor Brian DePina and the City Council and the City of Lawrence for all this support. We recently got a grant, Michael.
Yep. It's creating a more thriving Lawrence grant that we received, and it's just beyond what we could believe.
Right. So
how
that
the
grant
support
is
goes.
helping us offset a lot of our expenses. As you know, Michael, Michael, by the way, for those that don't know, Michael Lamazzo is a member of St. Alfio's, and so he knows a lot of the inner workings. So that has to be said. The support from the city has been tremendous. Representative Estelis Reyes went to the state and on our behalf,
Really?
and asked us for support and
Awesome.
finances. So that's it. Mayor Neil Perry of Methuen has
What a
been
nice man.
tremendous support this year. He's helped with a lot of different things. I can't get into all of it, but he's really helped. So I have to thank him. I have to thank a couple of our key sponsors, because without them, it would be very difficult. So first, I want to thank Mark Battle, who is my chair of corporate sponsorship. He's done a phenomenal job this year.
It's a tough job.
He is, because you did it for many years.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Then you handed it off to Mark. And so, but Mark this year, I think is going to raise more money than we've ever raised in corporate sponsorship.
He's
And-
relentless.
And I have to thank a few people specifically. So again, I want to thank Joe Farrow and the Farrow family for their support. That's obviously
Big
Tuscan
time.
Brands.
Big time.
Yeah.
I've got to thank Al Teresi and Jackson Lumber for their support, because
Do
they're
we have the
tremendous.
on
The
495?
billboards.
Yeah.
We got the
The
billboard.
billboards.
Yeah.
They put me in touch with Clear Channel, and I've been working with them on the nonprofit. And so if you go through the Merrimack Valley right now, you're seeing multiple billboards promoting the feast, and it's been a phenomenal partnership.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I do.
Promote. And last but not least, I want to thank Rosario Zapla and Tripoli's Bakery for their support.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, there's a bunch of sponsors. They're all on the poster. My suggestion is that if you you like what we're doing here at the feast, please visit any of these sponsors, and please be a good supporter of these organizations, because they're really great for us.
What do we have for vendors, guys?
So Joe Catulli and his crew has put together vendors. So they've gotten, I think, something like 15 new vendors.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're going to be all the way up to the street. In fact, we had a meeting the other night to make sure that we had enough power to support them. We have plenty of power.
Plenty of power.
So good. So I want to thank Glenn Gary and Chuck Fuca, who are my
Spearhead.
chairs,
Yep.
who spearhead the entertainment. Electrical and lighting. So we got plenty of power.
I see the poles are up.
The poles are up.
Poles
the lights are up.
Lights. Yep.
Okay. The other thing that was really big this year is we decided to go to what we call a commemorative program book. And so it's 8.5 by 11. It will be out probably within the next week. La Plume is printing it. Shout out to Scott Morton and his staff. They do a great job. But I also have to thank Hank Zappola, a member who took on that responsibility as chair. He's very, very, very diligent. He's very, very specific in his orientation and his detailed. And that's what you need.
Is this in lieu of the ad book?
Yes,
Okay.
we're doing a
All right.
commemorative book.
Yeah.
And so it's now 116 pages. So it is really a commemorative book. There's a lot of stories, there's a lot of memorials. There's some recipes in there that can be shared. So it is something that I think people will keep like they did for the 75th.
Lawrence History Center is doing a fantastic job. We got 100 years,
Yeah.
100 stories.
Right.
Yeah.
What a nice. We had them on with us, and boy, I'll tell you,
Right.
they're a lot of help. They're a lot of help to the
Again,
society.
Again, there's so
Absolutely.
many people that have stepped up this year to be part of the celebration, but wanted to support this celebration. And so, last but not least, I have to really thank this year's council. I'm not going to name everybody. Joe Mariano, my vice president, Alice Spina, who is my secretary, Billy Schofield, who's the treasurer.
What a-
Phenomenal job.
Oh.
I could not. I got to tell you, I am really blessed to have an amazing council and executive council this year to support all of the initiatives and for people to work hard. So I have to thank them. So on behalf of myself and Mike and all the members, we want to say, if you've not been to the feast, please come to the feast. It is about family. It's about faith. It's about tradition. And more importantly, it's a fun weekend.
You have some members. The St. Alfio Society is going to be represented in some of the other feasts that are going on in Boston.
Yeah.
You
So
want to elaborate on
yeah.
that?
So Tommy, your former partner, Tom Zappola,
He's
who is
so my partner.
is a
He
obviously a
reminds me
member.
of that all the time.
So he, you guys have built because of the show, Sicilian Corner, you've built a great relationship with both the Fisherman's Feast and St. Anthony's. And so what we said is, we want to celebrate all of our traditions. So we've invited them to participate with us at our feast, and we are also going to participate with them in their opening ceremony.
Fantastic.
So I think it's a fantastic thing. This is, in my opinion, this is long overdue. Very similar to what we did last year with the Shrine and working with the Shrine to go out into the other organizations that are part of the Shrine, like we said earlier,
Yep.
St. Rita Sedalia, the Portuguese community, the Spanish community, and say, listen, we all celebrate the same thing. We may not look the same, we may not speak the same language, but at the end of the day, we're all
The
there.
goal is the same.
The goals are the same. We're all hardworking people. We care about our faith. We care about our families. We care about doing the best we can for our community. So those are all the common values that we share and characteristics that outweigh whatever differences we have.
Right.
Whatever differences we have are minor compared to the goals and the characteristics that we all share.
Listen, I got to wind it up. I want to thank you, Tony,
Thank
for
you,
coming
Michael.
in. You're doing a fantastic
I
job.
love coming and talking to your audience and seeing you guys and seeing Lou Blasi, my friend. I love coming to Costa Eagle, and I love Pat Costa and his support.
Mike, to you and Wayne, fantastic job. There's a lot of pieces that have to come together as feast chairman.
Yep.
I respect that, and I know what it's like.
You've been there.
On that,
And they've done a phenomenal job. I couldn't do this without them. Thank you.
I'm going to
very
get
much.
a muzzle. I need a muzzle for
No
this guy.
muzzle, no muzzle, no muzzle.
Hey, listen, everybody.
You
next
can
week,
never thank people enough, Mike.
Me.
You can never.
next week, Marianne Esposito. So we hope you can join us next Friday. We're going to have a good time talking with
And she'll be
Marianne.
at the feast September 2nd.
Take care, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.